Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while since I uploaded. Today we're going to do maybe a little bit lengthier of a video. I'm going to collect some worm castings today. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top bin off because it's not quite done yet. I'm going to set that on my other stand, and then we're going to sift the bottom tray that's been going for a little bit over 2 months now. So I think it's pretty much ready. I've been letting it dry out so it'll be easier to sift. And I'm just going to use one of the trays from the tower to sift it. Whoa. So as you can see, there's lots of worm activity. This bin is pretty much done now. Start scooping it into this tray here, and I'm just gonna sift it with this into this white tray. And then I'm gonna store it all in the bin over there, and then we're gonna quickly set up a new tray for them. Still pretty wet. Just gonna grab the other bin so I can throw the unfinished pieces back into the active bin. Very compacted. It's starting to look like really good soil. Now I'm seeing lots of little baby worms in here as well, so they're obviously breeding, procreating, and flourishing in this system. I have this tray here so I can pick as many worms out of the finished castings as I can, because I want to keep as many worms as possible inside the system. Look at that little baby right there. Another little tiny guy. It's not as dry as it probably should be for sifting purposes, but this is what I plan to do today for the video anyways, so yeah, it's very damp at the bottom. really caked on there. If you look very closely, you can see this cocoon. If I can get it to focus. Right there. Down to the last batch. Just gonna sift this out right quick. And that's probably as good as it gets with my current equipment. Still lots of unfinished material. Lots of little baby worms. Give this a once over, pick out any stragglers. Got a fair bit of castings, not as much as I had hoped for, but you know, live and learn. It's about a little over 2 months worth of finished castings. I'm sure if I had a proper sifter I could get more, but I just don't have the equipment at this point in time, so this is what I got. So we'll get that stored away in that bin there. Now the fun part, I get to clean up all the castings that I spread all over the fucking place. Next thing we're gonna do is set up a new bin and feed them on top of that unfinished stuff that we put on top of the not quite finished bin. Good. Let that down. And then we'll add a layer of shredded cardboard that we shredded in our one of our last videos. Nice bedding for them. I'm gonna add lots of cardboard because we've been having a little bit of a smell, so I want to eliminate that if possible in the system. One more handful should do. Now I'm going to take you guys outside and we're going to go check on how the surplus storage is doing. We're going to grab some decomposed shit for them to eat, and then we'll add more bedding on top of that. as you can see, it's grown over quite a bit down where I keep the compost. But luckily my dogs have blazed a trail for us, sort of. Here we are. And remember, this was full, but it's compressed all the way down now. And it's pretty much turned into a black sludge. So I'm just gonna grab a couple scoops of that. Look at that onion that I threw in there is starting to grow too. So we'll just grab a couple scoops. Actually, one is probably lots. Ooh, that is very fermented. Here we are back in the basement. This is very rotted. My mom even commented as we walked through the house. Just gonna plop this. That is ripe. And now we better bury that in cardboard because my mom will have a fit if that smell seeps up into the rest of the house. But it smells like rotten vegetables and rotten coffee, and the worms will love it, I'm sure. I'll probably even end up adding some more once this goes down a bit, just because that smell was so strong. Right there.
And I'll run some water through that in like a week or so just to make sure that it's all moistened and good for the worms to crawl in through and be able to breathe. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.